welcome to my channel, Bianca Skogan Beauty. Thanks for being here. I'm so glad to have all of you. Okay, so today's video, I have a tagged video. I've never done this before, so I thought it would be a good chance to do it. I was kind of contemplating doing a top 10 palettes, and then Samantha March and Allie Glines did a tagged eyeshadow palette video, and I was like, that would be so much fun. I was watching and I was like, that's so fun. Why don't I do that? So it is the eyeshadow palette tag. So I'm going to put it on their playlist if I can figure out how to do that. And they had a whole bunch of questions of what are their favorite, or I guess questions about palettes from 2021. And I thought I would do it because, as you may have just seen, I did an eyeshadow palette declutter. So I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. Yes, this is my first year of YouTube, so a lot of my palettes are from 2021 because I've been growing this channel throughout 2021. You know, I've been loving makeup before that. It's a good time to do this video because this channel was 2021. Basically, I started it in February of 2021, and I'm about to hit that mark. I'm about to hit my 1-year mark, so I feel like it's really fun. All right, so thanks for inspiring this video, Samantha March and Allie Glines. I will obviously be putting I'll be putting their channels in my description box and the playlist of eyeshadow tag. I think it's eyeshadow tag part 2 because they did one in 2020 as well. Anyways, I'll figure it all out, but it'll all be in my description box. What are the questions of the eyeshadow palette? So the first one, my all-time favorite. So this one was tough because obviously this one's tough because I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. And there's another question in here that's 2021 favorite. I do have an all-time favorite. My all-time favorite eyeshadow palette is this one. It is the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette. I did get this one in 2021, but it came out in 2020. And I believe that this is my all-time favorite eyeshadow palette because it has just stunning eyeshadows in it. It has so much purple and all of these shimmers. I feel like I could just take this eyeshadow palette and I don't want to get rid of the other eyeshadow palettes, but if I only could have one, it would be this one. I love this one. It has some duochromes. It has beautiful shimmers. It has a couple of mattes that are for good transition shades. It builds depth. It has inner corner highlights. It's perfect. And it's a beautiful Pat McGrath formula. So it's just perfect. It's perfect. It's everything that I could want in a palette. I love it. Yeah. Love it. This is my all-time favorite eyeshadow palette. And unfortunately, you can't get it anymore because it was a holiday palette. But you can get, right now, I believe you can still get the 2021 holiday palette. Anyways, I love it because it is Pat McGrath formula, but it isn't the normal Mothership palettes are $125. This one's $78, and then she usually has sales where you can get it 30% off. So I believe I got this one for under $50, which is for as many shades as this has. That's an amazing deal. Amazing steal. So really, really, really good palette. All-time favorite. All-time favorite. Probably will be for a long time. Okay, so then my new favorite, my brand new favorite, you guys probably, if you've watched my channel for the last couple of months, you are not surprised. This is my new all-time favorite. This is the Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 3. I was surprised to even grab this palette. I had a $100 Sephora gift card, and this palette came on Sephora. Actually, it's a funny story because the Natasha Denona Gold palette was on the Sephora website. You know, last chance on the website. It was there and then it was gone. And it was the last chance to buy that palette. So I put it in my cart because it was also, I think that one was $129. So I put it in my cart and I was like, okay, I'll use my $100 gift card. So I'm only paying $29. And it's a last chance to get this stunning palette that I've just heard people rave about. So I put it in my cart, tried to buy it. And by the time that I was done with done putting all the information in, and the gift card information and stuff, it was sold out. And I was like, no, no, oh no. I was so mad because I wanted to get that palette. It's gone now. Like you can probably get it on Myricks and stuff, but it's gone. Gone, you can never buy that palette again. So then this palette came on Sephora, and it was because it came on Danessa Myricks' website and then got sold out. Then it came on Sephora's website and I was like, oh no, this is gonna get sold out. And it is almost all duochromes. Duochromes, this is a pressed glitter. These are duochrome highlighters. And I was like, that is special. That is something that like, you have to love color. You have to love duochromes. That is something that is very special to want that. And I love color. I really do. I love to wear bright colors, even to work. I don't care. And this was something that I was so excited about. And duochromes usually only indie brands do duochromes like really well. Like mainstay brands at Ulta and Sephora don't do duochromes very well because they're hard to develop and they're very expensive. So getting this many, actually that one's just a black, it's not a duochrome. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 duochromes, and then these are duochrome highlighters, so 12 duochromes in one palette for $125. Actually, some of the indie brands charge like 20 bucks per duochrome shadow. So this is actually, it sounds like terrible, $125 for a palette, but this is actually a steal. So I put this in my cart and I already had the gift card information loaded in because of the gold palette, and I was able to get it. And I was like, I kind of was like second guessing myself. I was like, am I sure I want this? Like, I just kind of like spur of the moment, like got it because I didn't want it to sell out. And I love this. Every single I did a 4 looks, 1 palette video, and I took off the look so I could do the next one, and I was like, I don't want to take off that look. It looks so pretty. And then I've worn them to work. I've worn them to go on dates with my husband. I think it is stunning. I love this eyeshadow palette. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. So this is my new favorite. Keep for the memories. So that is my Naked 3. This is my oldest palette that I own, and I used this palette. Oh, a shade came out. I used this palette every day for years. This was my only big palette that I had for years and years and years and years and years. I didn't own lots of, like now I have a huge collection, but this was before that time. I've had this palette for, I don't know, like 8, 9, 10 years. I don't even know. So I won't be using it. It's actually falling out. I have shades that are popping out, but I will keep it because I think my husband bought it for me for Christmas, and it was my first eyeshadow palette, and I love it. Keeping it for the memories. Okay, so then I have underrated Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture. I bought this at TJ Maxx, and it is a very fall palette. Oh no, oh my gosh, Bianca, stop dropping. I didn't buy this when it came out. I bought this at TJ Maxx like a couple months ago. And so I didn't buy it when all the reviews were coming out, but I have heard that this palette was just bashed. Everybody hated this palette. It's because it came out right after the Modern Renaissance palette, which did amazing. And everybody was like, this is the best palette of all time. It has the best formula. It's just amazing. Anastasia Beverly Hills was like just doing amazing. And then this palette came out and it was like a different formula. It was very patchy. The pickup, it was just powdery. And people were like, what happened? This is like a different formula, a different company. Maybe they reformulated since then, but I don't know. I got it for half off and I love it. I used it for fall, and I loved every look I did. I thought it was beautiful. I love that it has some depth in there so that I can get depth in my outer corner. It has some bright shades for my inner corner, and it is beautiful fall. Underrated. People complained about this, and maybe it's been reformulated, but I loved it. I loved it. Okay, then we have not a favorite but can't get rid of. Pat McGrath. So, my all-time favorite is Pat McGrath, and this is not a favorite but can't get rid of. Yes, this is the Pat McGrath Mothership Huetopian Dream. So this is a $125 palette. All of her Mothership palettes, besides these ones that are the holiday palettes, these are $125 palettes. I can't get rid of this because I spent $125 on it. I got it on sale and in a bundle, so I didn't pay actual $125, but I paid a boatload of money for this. And these special shades, I can't get along with. People talk about, I think you either love them or you hate them. And they're beautiful. In the pan, they are absolutely stunning. And I'm like, I want to love them so much. But I put them on my eye and they get glitter everywhere. I use glitter glue, they get glitter everywhere. I use glitter glue and I spray my brush with setting spray. I've tried almost everything and they still just get glitter. I like sprayed my brush with so much spray that I made these like emollient and it's still just, I can't. So then I'm just basically, and this one is a duochrome and it's really pretty. So I'm just really using it for these ones, and these ones are pretty, but they're not really that special. Like $125 for 10 shades. And then I don't like these 3, so for 7 shades, I'm not getting rid of it, but I don't think it's that great. I don't know. I probably am not gonna buy another Mothership unless it's half off. If it's half off, I'll buy it because I don't know. Maybe I'm gotta give it another chance. Maybe I'll like the other special shades in another one, but half off. Okay, another question. My favorite collab. Okay, this one, the Giant Wolves, and this one is Annette Oberstad, but it's Annette's Makeup Corner. And this one I got, it's from Odin's Eye, and it is so pretty. First of all, I love it because it is Norwegian. It's like my husband's heritage. And so I love it for that reason. But also, it's so pretty. I love this color formula. It's got, and some greens, some like purples, some blues, and this special shade is absolutely just to die for. I want to put that all over my eye. I want to put that in my inner corner. I want to wear it every single day. I pull out this palette a lot just for that inner corner shade. So pretty. So that is my favorite collab. Okay. Now I have my 2021 favorite. I actually tossed and turned on this one. I almost made this one my all-time favorite, but I needed to have a 2021 and an all-time. So this one actually came out in 2021, so that's why I picked this one. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina number 5, and I got this one for my birthday, and it actually went on sale at like 40% off, I think, during Black Friday, but my birthday's in August, so I got it before that. So I paid the full like $60, I think. And I'm okay with that actually, because look at this. It has 25 shades. 25 shades for $60 is reasonable. Like if you're going to pay that much money, it better be a big palette like this. And my favorite color to put on my eyes is purple. I feel like it makes my green eyes pop. And purple and these golds, and there's even some silvers. And then it has like depth for my outer corner, brightness for my inner corner, and then purples. Purples and golds and maroons and mauves and browns. And if you don't like purples, this palette is just terrible for you. But for me, this is like the perfect palette. And I love it. I love it. I love this palette. The next one is Didn't Expect to Love. This is the Urban Decay Stoned Vibes palette. So when I saw this palette, I was like, it was before I really liked shimmery shades, like really, really shimmery, glittery shades. And I was like, wait, a palette that is basically all glittery shades? Meh, pass. I don't want that. Then I saw Khaki Reviews Beauty do this, like she did a review on this one on her channel, and I saw her do the swatches and I saw her put it on her eyes, and I was like, taken aback. I was like, that's gorgeous. That is beautiful. So then Urban Decay had this palette for half off. It's originally $54. I got it for $27. And I went, $27 for that palette that looked stunning? And it is stunning. I don't know why I didn't expect to love it, because now I'm absolutely in love with these kind of colors. So it has 4 mattes so that you can do a transition, you can do depth in the outer corner. It has these beautiful, like some of them are duochrome, some of them are true to their color, like this blue one is pretty true to blue, and like this really, really, really pretty inner corner shade. Oh my gosh, this palette is stunning. It is perfect. I love it. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite Urban Decay palettes. Actually, this one and the purple ultraviolet are just my favorite Urban Decay palettes. I love it so much. So it's interesting that I didn't expect to like it. I just had different tastes at the beginning of 2021, but love it so much. Palette that sparks joy. This one, this is the palette that sparks joy. It's so pretty. My brother-in-law's girlfriend, she got me this palette for Christmas. And it is just, okay, beautiful on the outside because it's the Tarte, like, what is it? Tarte, Be a Mermaid and Make Waves eyeshadow palette. I'm a mermaid, so I love this palette. It's so pretty. And then on the inside, it has little like fish scales. I absolutely love it. And the colors themselves are really, really pretty. There's a couple of duochromes. There's some, like actually I love these like burgundy colors, and it has some depth and a little bit of like lightness. It's not only is it beautiful, the colors are really pretty and I love them, but it's mermaid. So this sparks so much joy. Joy. I love this palette. Newest palette in your collection. This is still in the box. This is from Adept Cosmetics. I'm actually going to do a whole video dedicated to this palette because I'm trying to get more indie brand palettes, and they're pricey. And a lot of times I have to get on wait lists, or I have to sign up for emails with the brand, and then they will tell you when things are getting restocked, because indie brands have a lot less people making the palettes, and so, or the single shadows or whatever. And so I end up usually having to set an alarm on my phone and then like being there right when they restock and then having to buy things right away. So a lot of times indie brands, I don't get things on sale, which is unfortunate. Sometimes I can use affiliate codes, so that's good. It was recently restocked, and it is from Adept Cosmetics, and it's a brand new brand that I heard. I mean, it's not a brand new brand. It's a brand new brand for me, and it is the Amunet New palette, and I've never used it before, and it is stunning. I love that color scheme. The purple. I love the purples with a pop of green and brown and this inner corner shade. So pretty. So I'm going to be doing a video about this palette, and I'm really excited about it. I'm going to do swatches. I'm going to put some looks on my eyes. I'm excited. I'm going to be doing more indie brands on my channel because I can and I want to. Because I like supporting smaller businesses, and indie brands can just do things. They can make formulas that the big brands can't. So I'm excited to be doing more of those on my channel. The last one is the first palette used in 2022. This one was so hard because in January, I was training 2 new analysts at work. And so I had to go in every single day in January to train them. And so it actually gave me a great opportunity to use the palette. So when I did my palette declutter, I had some palettes that I was putting on the chopping block. And then I also got palettes for Christmas. So I was able to go in every day and wear makeup every day, and which I don't work I work from home and from work. Normally, my normal schedule, except for when I'm training. And so I was actually, I was trying to make a good situation out of a bad situation, because I work an hour away from my work. So I was trying to make it good having to go into work every single day by being like, oh, well, at least I get to try out these eyeshadow palettes that are on the chopping block and getting to wear the stuff that I got for Christmas. So I actually wore way more makeup in January than I normally do. So I was like, what was the first eyeshadow palette I wore in January? I had to really dive deep, and I'm not even 100% sure this is the right one, but this is my best guess. This one, the Pat McGrath Labs. This is the one. So this guy was my all-time favorite. This is the 2020 holiday palette. This was the 2021 holiday palette. This is the Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey. So this one is the Celestial Divinity Celestial Odyssey. And this one is actually not as much a favorite as the Divinity. I haven't been able to find as many, like, I don't know, it doesn't have as much depth as I want, and it doesn't have any purples, and I love purple. So, but the lasting power and the formula is so great that it makes up for it. So I just have to get creative and think outside the box for this one. But this one is the first eyeshadow palette, I think, that I wore in 2022. Okay, so there is all of the questions for this eyeshadow palette tag. I hope that you liked it. I hope that you got to see some different eyeshadows palettes from like what other people are doing. And thank you so much, Allie Lyons and Samantha March, for letting me participate in this playlist and in this tag. I've never done this before, so I'm hoping that some people come and watch my video. And thanks so much. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like me, consider subscribing to my channel. And if you want to be notified of my videos, push the bell. And remember, most importantly, to be nice to yourself, because you're amazing. Have a great day. Bye.